Okay, so KALB is back. I'm Alexandria Love, and I'm sitting down with Susan Moffat from Love the Bulb. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm having a really good time out here in the Solano Stroll, and I'm wondering what the highlight of the day is for you so far.
Well, I just love it when people see my hat, and then they come up to me and say, I love the bulb too. And then they start telling me stories about their memories of looking at the art at the bulb and things they remember about going out there with their kids, and the stories just come pouring out. It's been really fun.
So for people like me who aren't necessarily a super versed in Albany yet, I'm still kind of new, tell me a little bit about the bulb. What makes the bulb so special?
Yeah, the Bulb is a park that is unique in the Bay Area. There's nothing else like it, and we're so lucky that we have it right here in Albany. It used to be a construction debris landfill from 1963 to 83, and because it's made of concrete and rebar and all kinds of things that are still sticking up and uncovered, you can see the history of the Bay Area and the history of change on the land. And artists have been going out there for decades and building amazing sculptures out of scrap metal and driftwood. So if you go out to the Bulb, not only will you get amazing views of the Golden Gate Bridge and 150 species of birds and incredible huge trees, you'll see water goddesses 15 feet tall made out of scrap metal and animals made out of driftwood that you can climb on. And the art is always changing. That's what's so fun, because it's anonymous and it's getting remade all the time.
That's wonderful. It sounds like the spirit of East Bay artistry is alive at the Bulb.
It absolutely is. This is the Albany Bulb that we're talking about at the end of Buchanan Street. So for folks who haven't been to the Bulb before, because you might not see it because it's not in the middle of Albany, if you just take Marin Avenue and Buchanan Avenue and keep going straight past under the freeway, as far as you can go, you will end up at the Albany Bulb. And so you were saying that, you know, it's a special place in the East Bay. There used to be art like this all along the East Bay shoreline, but most of that is gone. So the Albany Bulb is unique. It's the last place. It's an endangered site for this kind of special, anonymous, user-designed art that's free and available for anybody to see and for anybody to contribute to. What's fun is that out at the Bulb, if there's a sculpture of a person sitting on a log, well, other people might bring a necklace or some earrings and add to the sculpture, or give them a hat or a pair of shoes. So it's very participatory.
That's wonderful. A big collaborative, moving art piece for the whole East Bay to enjoy.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about your group, Love the Bulb.
Well, Love the Bulb is an organization dedicated to protecting and continuing the tradition of artistic creation at the Albany Bulb. We really think that it's important for this kind of free and open space to be available in the future as well to people who want to play at this amazing adventure playground. And so we both advocate for continuation of these artistic traditions, and we put on lots of arts events. So about once a month for the past 2 years, we've been putting on participatory art-making events, music, dance, theater. We've had amazing Shakespeare groups out there, and we've just been having a really great time bringing people together to enjoy the space, to talk about it, to think about its history, and to see what you can learn by thinking about what we've done to nature, because it's a dump. It was, a lot of garbage put into the bay that shouldn't have been. But now that it's there, artists have used it, and nature is making a comeback. It's covered with wildflowers, it's got huge trees, and it's a beautiful spot.
That does sound beautiful. We're taking trash and upcycling and recycling it into something beautiful that we can all enjoy. If that's not the most green Albany thing I've ever heard, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it is, and we really hope that this tradition is going to continue. The Bulb is currently owned by the City of Albany, and it's in transition to management by the East Bay Regional Park District. And this transition is ongoing, but we're really hoping that whoever ends up managing the Bulb, that the beautiful aspects of the user-designed uses and of the freedom of people to make things and be playful in a way that is very rare, we really hope that that can continue.
So you came to talk to me about something specific. You have an event coming up on September 16th, an outdoor dance festival?
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
We're so excited about this. So on September 16th, Sunday at 2 o'clock, there are going to be 6 different dance groups performing all over the Albany Bulb, and we are going to lead the audience around with a group of Pied Pipers through kind of a secret path. And the dance is going to range from contemporary to classical Indian, tap dance, body percussion, And we have really high quality groups coming in performing, and it's all free. And we have, for example, the Sarah Bush Dance Project. It's a project about the resilience of women in dark times. It's intergenerational. Her dancers range from 23 to over 70 in age. And she's going to have an excerpt from that dance at our festival. After the Albany Bulb, it's going to go straight to the San Francisco Opera House. So that's the quality of dance we have out there.
That's wonderful.
We're going to have humorous dance. We're going to have very elegant Indian dance. Chelsea Brown is going to do her contemporary dance. And Evie Layden is going to bring an amazing body percussion dance group. And they sing close harmony, and they dance, and they use their bodies as percussion instruments. It's going to be so fun.
Wow, the whole scope of great artistry. Again, and the spirit of Albany is alive. I love it. What else about the arts community in Albany are you excited for in the future? What's coming up?
Well, one thing that's ongoing right now at the Albany Library, there is an exhibition of books, artists' books, that are made from materials found at the Bulb. So we had a workshop a couple weeks ago with the amazing artist Lori Twitchell, who was until recently manager of Blake Garden, which is this beautiful garden in Kensington. And Peter Suchecki led a group of people to go out to the Bulb, collect materials, and then make books out of rocks and sticks and paper. And if you can't imagine how you can make a book out of a brick, we'll go to the Albany Library and look in the display, the glass display case there, because it was a really special opportunity to talk about the process of each of the dozen or so artists who made those books. They used it as an opportunity to reflect on the complex history of the Bulb and the way that nature and human intervention come together, and the way that there's a sad history at the Bulb. There were people who lived at the Bulb because they had nowhere else to live. And so, for example,
transportation.
So, for example, one of the artists found pottery shards at the Bulb, and she thought about how those shards might have been used by some of the people who used to live at the Bulb, and she combined those with pottery shards from her own house that represented memories of things that had happened in her life, and she turned this into a book. It was really a beautiful thing. And other artists were dealing with issues of native and invasive plants, and they put some of these plants that are invasive and considered bad guys into a book and said, well, they may be invasive, but they're kind of beautiful. So there's a lot of complexity out there, and I think art is a great way to address some of those complex issues.
So if anybody wants to find out more about Love the Bulb or about your September 16th event, where can they go?
They can go to facebook.com/lovethebulb. So find us on Facebook. And if you aren't on Facebook, you can also email us for information. It's it's albanybulbinfo@gmail.com. And we have posters up around town, but we love to hear from people on Facebook, and we hope people will come on out.
Do you have any parting words or anything else you'd like to say to the city of Albany?
Just keep the Bulb wild, keep it beautiful, keep the art going, and come out and join us for the dance festival.
All right. Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you.